today. I am here now at the Green Door Cottage, and as you can see here, I have this nice little privacy hedge that I put up and with the fence. And what I'm doing is, because this is a really busy street with a lot of like characters, as we'll call them, walking everywhere, I've decided to take this here gate and use what's called an adjust-a-gate and make it a taller gate so my guests feel really nice and safe, and just a little bit more security for my guests while they're here, so they can hang out in the front yard without people like looking over the fence at them and trying to come in or anything like that. So this is what I have so far. You can see it's just a 3-foot gate. It's pretty raggedy, or janky as we like to call it. I did install this little, it's like a tension thing that will help the gate close on its own. So when you open the gate, that makes it go ahead and come shut. So I will be definitely replacing that on the new gate that I build. We also put a little lock on the inside so that guests can lock it at night if they want to feel safer. So the inside's really nice and private, but we just want to cover up that one little area of space. It's going to be a 5-foot gate, so you'll still be able to tell where the gate is right there on the top. It'll be a little shorter than the greenery. I brought all my tools down from my house, and here is this really cool adjust-a-gate. Let me turn it to the English side. So this is a really cool metal frame that you can use to build up to a 6-foot wide gate. The cool part is this is only, I don't know, I think it's maybe 40 inches or something like that. So this should work perfectly. It may not work perfectly, but we'll see what we can do. I did bring my Sawzall in case I have to cut it down, which I've done before when I build another one of these. So it looks like we're just shy of 4 feet on our gate, which is definitely going to create a few issues, but it shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, I brought my Sawzall so we can sort of adjust the gate to my own needs, and maybe it'll work with just under 4 feet. We'll see. Let's hope this works. So one funny thing about this gate, I think these are called deck screws. They're not like a normal cross screw, Phillips head screw. And so luckily I have the bit that fits right in there, so I should have no problem taking this gate off. So these are the pieces of the adjust-a-gate that I pulled out, and here's all the hardware for it. I'm just gonna go right through the directions and try to put this thing together. It shouldn't take too long. It's about 12:40 now. Let's see how long it takes. Here I was working on trying to screw these hinges into the 4x4 that hold the entire gate up, and it was incredibly difficult. The directions say to just screw them in, but the point is very dull, and these things are really, really thick. There's no way you can just screw them into a piece of wood just using your woman power. So I bored and bored and bored using the drill. Finally, after what felt like forever with the drilling, I got the holes big enough to put in the hinges, and then I started putting up the frame pieces, all the metal framing. This is when it got really hard, and I could have really used a second person to hold things while I measured and tried to drill things on. I'm back at my shop. I'm struggling with this project today because I don't have the perfect place to work and my work tables and all that stuff. I'm kind of doing it on the fly and had to bring my tools. Couldn't bring all my tools, so I'm about to try to cut this. This is a 2x6 and a 2x4 that I'm going to cut to use as our horizontal pieces for our adjust-a-gate. And I just have my jigsaw. If I had my miter saw, this would be much, much easier. It'd take about 2 seconds, but instead I'm going to hope that my miter saw can get all the way through it, because I really only have maybe about 2 inches going down, maybe a little less. So hopefully I can cut it all the way through. Let's hope this works. Watch me as I learn why you do not cut on the same table that you have mounted your camera. As you can see, cutting vibrations do not mix with videography. I tried it again, y'all. Still didn't learn my lesson. Okay, literally sweating my face off. My eyes are burning from the sweat. That was really hard. These were incredibly hard to get in. Cool. These ones I kept measuring the wrong way because they needed to be an inch away from right here. Now you see why I'm putting this gate up. Little privacy. But I finally got them in, so I have the bottom and the top in, and now I'm going to put the fence boards on. Before I installed the fence boards, I had to put on the tension wire. This is a really easy piece to install, and once you tighten it, it's actually going to hold the entire structure together and make it so that the gate does not ever sag, and just the tension holds everything together from the left side to the right side. So that was pretty cool and very easy instead of having to install a whole nother 2x4 with miter cuts. Finally, I was able to start installing the fence boards on my structure. As you can see, I'm using my foot. I'm having to hold the the gate and hold the board on and drill in the screws all by myself. So this is a time when I would have been really, really helpful to have a second person actually hold the gate. I screwed a couple screws into the 2x4 on top and about 4 screws into the 2x6 on the bottom. The directions call for using just 2x4s, but I didn't have an extra 2x4, so I used the 2x6 and it worked just fine. You can't install the hinge, the latch yet because you don't know, exactly where your last board is going to fall. So that's what made it so hard, having nothing to push against while I was installing all these fence boards. So if you are going to build one of these Adjust-A-Gates, definitely have a second person or figure out some way, maybe something really heavy to push this thing against so that you can actually install your boards. I also used my foot to hold up each of the fence boards to keep them in place, and that worked pretty well. That was absolutely exhausting. Turns out this is the type of project that you need 2 people. Well, I mean, I did it on my own, holding everything, but it was really, really, really hard to do by myself. So that I started at 12:30 and now it's 4:08. I'm doing the last little thing, which is it's like I don't know what it's called, but it makes the door close on its own, so it won't just swing open and stay open. This will help it stay, keep closed. It'll automatically close it due to this tension on this spring. So last few things, I'm done. I'm thirsty. Sitting on rocks, and these are rocks that dogs poop in. All right, I'm done. I'm exhausted. I have a beautiful gate for my guests. I'm having some problem with the spring tension thing that closes the door, but I give up for today. I have to try it another time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Let's hope this works.